I step aside knowing our party's in good hands as long as we listen to the grassroots, listen to that cause of conservatism.
Okay.
If we do that...
All right, so you see Rick Perry there in St. Louis, Missouri, saying that he has suspended his campaign in this presidential race. He is the first Republican to do so. Sources close say that he stopped paying his staff. It may be a question of finances. Want to bring in for their take, their comments, Christy Setzer. She is New Heights Communication President. Katherine Timpf, National Review reporter. Christy, what is your take? One less GOP candidate. He seems to be talking about a brand of conservatism and, if I heard correctly, taking a few shots at Donald Trump.
Yeah, well, like George Costanza, he decided to go out on a high note, and I actually mean that sincerely. I think a lot of his speech today was dedicated to sort of a higher moral appeal, both in what it means to be conservative and also perhaps the message that that probably didn't get across in his campaign, but that he wanted to, about his record in Texas, about drawing a sharp contrast with Donald Trump. On immigration reform and other issues without being, as he said, nativist about it. And you know, look, I think ultimately this wasn't a surprise. As you said, a month ago, he stopped paying his staff. I think as of last week, he only had 2 paid staffers altogether, one in Iowa and one in South Carolina, just on the off chance that he could get into the debate on the 16th. So we shouldn't be surprised that this happened.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Good luck to him.
Katherine, what does this mean for the rest of the GOP field?
Well, I personally can't wait to see what real Donald Trump has to say on Twitter about this. I imagine that Rick Perry is going to be getting called a loser pretty soon. But I think that everyone else, a lot of the people in the lower in the polls, should really kind of take a look at it and say, hey, why am I really still doing this? Because the number of candidates is ridiculous. If you know you don't have a chance, maybe get out and kind of focus on something else.
Right.
Focus on picking a candidate that we do think can win.
All right. Thank you so much. Katherine Timpf joining us there, National Review reporter. Christy Setzer, Democratic strategist, repeating the headline, Rick Perry dropping out of the race for president. We are back in just 2 minutes with Wall Street's preeminent counselor, Rajan Cohen.